Hey everybody, welcome back to Marketing Minute with Ronald Couming. Today we're going to talk about 10 SEO tips for 2021, but as I have in all these series, I'm doing one tip a day, but today is our tip 10, so we've kind of completed this cycle. So we have the 10th tip for this SEO 2021 tips to, grow your business is scalability, which is vitally important. I mean, it's part of growing your business is to scale, right? And you can scale in different degrees. You can scale by adding a person. You can scale by adding 10 people. You can scale by adding employees. But there's many different ways to scale. But in order for your business to grow, in order for you to go from having a job, I mean, unfortunately, a lot of people have a job. If you haven't read this book called E-Myth Revisited, it's a great book. It's one of the very first books I ever read when I first became an entrepreneur or a serious entrepreneur. I mean, dabbled for many times, but and it talks in there about how if you are the sole person doing the job, if you don't get out of bed, the work never gets done and the business stops, then you don't have a business. You have a job, right? With, a title as a business owner, but it's really a job. So this scalability that we're going to talk about today is going to help you get out of the job mode and move into an actual business mode. And if you're in a business mode, this will streamline things and allow you as the business owner to focus on more of what you do, what your genius zone is, how you help the world, and those other, I don't want to say mundane tasks, but certain things that can be delegated can be farmed out. But let me talk about this. Okay, so tip 10 is SEO tip 10, scalability. 2021 should be the year to build scalability into your SEO if you're going to get ahead of your competition. But forget about your competition. If you're going to get ahead for you as an individual, certainly if you're you have to worry about other people who are in your space, you know what I mean? But it's really about you, all right? So now how can you scale? How can you implement scalability? First, you have to see it, that it has the value, and it absolutely does. But list out all the tasks, processes, and workflows that you do on a regular basis. Determine which steps in those can be automated or better handled by use of a tool. There are many tools out there that you can, like I use Hero Post, right? And I have a VA. So, I mean, one of the things I do is like these videos. I created these videos, but I created them in bite-sized pieces, tip 10. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 videos. Then a week from now, I will do all 10 at one time as a webinar. That's 11 videos for one piece of content. But because I've done them first we have the video, we have the text, and then we have the video with the text. So that's a minimum of 3 pieces of content. But now I'm doing it times 11, right? The 10 tips and then the one webinar with all 10 tips. So that's 33 pieces of content for that same one piece. But what I do is I will load it up. I will send it to one of my VAs and they will load it up onto my website. I don't ever give up all my VAs. I have separate VAs. None of them have access to everything, right? So I send 1, 2 that will load up this video from YouTube on my website. They will then send me the link. Then I send that to another VA who will turn around and post them on Hero Post. And then it will go out to another 11 social media platforms. 2 weeks from today, this video, which is now 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, will repost at 4 p.m. So I get to repurpose it. But that's an example of a process that can be automated, right? So I don't need to be doing that. If I did that, that would take me another 3 hours. I also had my VA post these videos on Eventbrite and Meetup groups, right? Each one for every single day. Now that does 2 things. One, I've delegated that, I've streamlined it. But if you Google my name, all these events that I'm doing come up along with a ton of other things. So everything in the description, which are my free tools, my free consultation, all my websites and links and social media things, all those are in from Eventbrite and Meetup. Those are all link backs, and those are all cross links. So if you just follow what I do, just look at what I do and mirror and match me, it's going to help you significantly, okay? So set up an alert system that monitors significant changes in things like ranking of your important keywords, flip-flop URL rankings for the same keywords, URL cannibalization, cannibalization, page content changes, URL changes, etc. Establish SOPs, which is standard operation procedures, for any regular tasks that can be automated, so your team isn't wasting time reinventing how to do each time that it needs to be performed, right? So what I do sometimes is, well, all the time, is when I have a specific task or a specific process, I will create a little video, whether it's using StreamYard, record only, or Zoom, record only, and I just record it. I go in there, I might do a screen share, I might log in to a site and do this and that, but then I have that available. So when I get a VA or a new person joins our team and I tell them, well, this is what I need you to do, I send them the video, or I send them to the folder of the video and I tell them which one to watch. This way here, I'm not really delegating the process. I am duplicating the process because it is exactly what I would do. So when my customers or clients see me as the front-facing person, and I do the work because I have the skill set, I have the knowledge, but I might have somebody else do the actual pick it up, put it down stuff, but they're doing exactly what I would do. And then I go in and edit it before we click publish, right? So we make sure. But now let's say that takes a 30-hour process, or a 30-hour, let's say a website or whatever the case may be, or even a 3-hour process, and it reduces it down to 10 minutes for me to go in and edit it. So these are a lot of things that can help you scale. So you need to, in 2001, this is going to be a great year for you to build scalability. And everybody, a lot of people, because of what's going on out in the world right now, have turned to the internet. Things are never going to go back to normal with respect to business. You know, the days of driving, like I live in Billerica, but the days of driving into Boston, you know, a half hour, going to some high-rise building, paying all that crazy rent for the square footage and the heat and the electricity, and paying for parking, and, you know, that the 45 minutes to an hour and 15 minutes driving in and the same driving back, that's all dead time. You know, the world has become a whole lot more efficient, and you need to become more efficient too. You have to see where we're at and where we're going. So today's tip is scalability. And in order for you to scale, you need to really delegate. And I like to duplicate, not delegate, but I like to duplicate some certain tasks so I can focus on whatever my genius zone is. And mine is just connecting with people, right? So whatever your genius zone is, stay there and just create processes for the other activities that take you away from your genius zone. Remember, there is a big difference from being busy and being productive. You can be busy all day, but that doesn't mean you're being productive, right? So my name is Ron Couming. My company's name is RCS Online Solutions. We can help you go from where you are to where you want and need to be, which is probably, I think, my voicemail still, right? But so if there's anything we can help you with, whether it's creating your online presence, creating your website, updating your website, doing your on-page SEO, which are things done to your website, which allow your website to be fully indexed by the search engines so you can be considered for when somebody is typing in something, right? If you're not even indexed appropriately or fully indexed, you are so far down the totem pole, right? So that's basic. That is like fundamental. You have to have that. And then beyond that, doing things that can get you ranked. I mean, we have a program where we get people ranked before they even pay us. So there's no risk to you. Either we produce the results we say we're going to produce, or you don't pay us. I mean, at the end of the day, you're doing business with us to get a result, right? If you don't get that result, why in the world should you be obligated to pay us? And that's how we feel. And we're also so confident that we can. It does two things. One, it sets us apart because everybody else is saying, pay me and I'll get you there. We're saying, I'll get you there and then pay me. So that's a differentiator. But the other thing is we're so confident. I'm so confident that I can get you ranked on the first page of one or more of the top 4 search engines for one or more of the keywords that we choose collectively before you pay us. I'm so confident that we can do that I'm willing to do it for free. We will have a contract. We will have an agreement that once it's done, I get paid. But I'm not worried about it. And this is great news for you because it means, somebody's not selling you a bill of goods. It's actually going to happen. And what that means then is now when somebody is searching for your products, services, or solutions, they type it in on the search engines. They have intent. That's their intent. They're going there. They have that intent to buy, to look for, right? To have whatever that product, service, solution is, they need that solution. So that's intent. So that's huge. But now you're coming up in the search engines when somebody's actually searching for what you have to offer. And, it's a total different ball game then. So my name's Ron Couming from RCS Online Solutions. You can contact me anytime at ron@RCS Online Solutions. Below in the descriptions, there is a link where you can set up a consultation with me and personally, and we will have a 15, 20, 30-minute conversation, and we'll find out where you are and where you want to be, and I'll give you a bunch of free information. Now, you can go out and do it yourself. You can work with your team on that, or you can hire us to do it with you or do it for you. I've also included a link in the descriptions for 7 or 8 free PDFs that are literally step-by-step guides to do your on-page SEO. I think it's like 34 pages. Google My Business, create and a Facebook group, and then, get amazing engagement and grow it. Instagram, LinkedIn, all these different things. So there's a free resource. There's a free link there to get all those step-by-step guides. But anyhow, my name's Ron Couming, and this is the 10th of 10 SEO tips for 2021. Tip 10, scalability with the Marketing Minute with Ron Couming. Feel free to reach out. I'd love to help you achieve even greater success in 2021 and going forward. And if you're on YouTube, feel free to subscribe. That helps me too. I get more subscribers. I think I have like 800 now, but it also will let you see all my videos going forward. Next week, I have 2 different series of 10 that I'm starting. So one at, I think it's 7:30 and another one at 11, but they'll all be there for replays, and then they'll all be reposted as replays too. So if you can't make the lives, you'll be able to jump on and see the replays, right? The information's free and it's valuable and it's timely. So